Hello everybody. Today's video is about the health problems of Andrew Marlowe. Now don't be concerned about his last name there. He and his brother are a lot different. Even their politics is different. I actually like him and his videos. He seems like a decent person. I was watching one of his videos. It was about Freely, but he happened to mention some problems he's been having. And he's never actually made a video with that stuff in the title, so a lot of people may not know about this. So here's a clip. I got some clips here of the parts where he mentions his health problems.
And that's one criticism a lot of people have been bringing up in their ex-vegan videos, so to speak, is a lot of people are gravely concerned about a lot of vegans' health. And to be frank about it, I'm gravely concerned about my own health, and I've been questioning this whole vegan thing for the last 6 months or a year, because I've been getting these horrendous migraines, and I have an eye condition called corneal erosion, and all this stuff just kind of happened to be after I went vegan, So is it a direct cause? It most certainly could be.
No, actually, I like to point out this distinction that veganism itself, just the lack of animal products, does not by itself cause any problem. So we'll get more into the problems that he has there. Sounds like serious symptoms. But so no, not a direct cause. It cannot be a direct cause. Of course it could be indirect. We'll get into that. So let's get the next clip going.
Terrible migraines as well as an eye condition. What does that mean in conjunction with veganism? Am I missing something? Am I missing iron? Am I missing vitamins? Am I missing, omega-3s?
Okay, now we get to actual deficiencies that you could get, that's possible to get on particular vegan diets, but not just any vegan diet. As for omega-3s, no, you are not lacking omega-3s. It's actually impossible if you're eating enough food. It's possible to get too much, though, especially omega-6, and vegans often do get too much of that.
I mean, what is it that I'm missing that's causing these horrendous migraines, or what is it?
Iron, yeah, you could be low in iron, but I do pretty well in iron. Yeah, coming up at some point here this spring, I'm going to make a video showing my nutritional profile. I'm going to put that into a nutrition program, see what we come up with. I know a little bit about migraines. I know enough to know, well, if it was a problem of a deficiency, then there'd be a cure. But there isn't a cure for migraines. So you've probably been to a doctor, and the doctor says, well, right, they don't have a cure, but I could possibly help with that. When there's a problem where doctors just have no cure and don't know what causes it, it's probably just one of those general health problems that are becoming more common because the human race is becoming more unhealthy. In the next clip, Andrew makes a good point that I sometimes make.
A lot of the foods that vegans are replacing, they're trying to replace the animal products with this alternative food. A lot of those replacements are not all that healthy. And I was using a little bit of the soy creamer for my coffee, but I don't think I can really use that anymore because I'm still getting these headaches. So maybe it has something to do with something that's in the processed soy. And what am I going to do to enjoy my coffee and stay vegan? I don't know. I mean, I can't really go to the almond creamer and the cashew creamer and the coconut creamer. I mean, they're all processed too. So there's really no way out.
That's a good choice of words there, because I am thinking of a way out. Some of my audience could probably guess, since I've never had a drop of coffee in my life. A really good way out is to not drink coffee. It sounds like he's saying he has to drink coffee. I should bring up the fact that I know someone who gets migraines. He uses coffee, caffeine specifically, to prevent migraines. I think this is a known fact. If you have a little coffee, 1 cup or 2 in the morning, you will prevent getting a migraine. But I think he also noticed that if he drinks too much coffee, a lot of coffee, he has to keep that up. Otherwise, the migraines will come in. And this sounds like typical addiction, Caffeine is a drug, and it is like any other drug. If you cut back, all of a sudden your body will react negatively.
To address the elephant in the room, in case you guys haven't noticed yet, I look like Trisha Paytas. Look at my fucking lip.
In that industry, there's a lot of drug addicts, there's a lot of dope dealers, a lot of pushers, and you know, it's really, really hard for somebody like me.
But this guy noticed that if he does keep caffeine to a minimum and then stay there, there won't be a problem. Also, this person has a habit of staying up late at night and says that when he goes to bed earlier, everything's better. And I've been telling people this for years. There seems to be an epidemic of people just staying up too late. I see a lot of vegans doing this. I'll bet he's one of them. I'll bet his brother is too. It might be common with YouTubers. Maybe YouTubers are just more unhealthy for some obvious reasons, but some not so obvious. I urge vegans to live a healthier lifestyle so that you don't fall apart and then people blame veganism.
Of your personal preference, like how much are you willing to suffer to be vegan? How much are you willing to sacrifice to be vegan? But if you're sacrificing your own health, like a lot of people seem to be doing.
Well, yes, people are sacrificing their health, but not with a vegan diet. They're doing it with bad sleep habits, too much caffeine, and coffee itself is unnatural. He talked about unnatural stuff. Just not enough fruits and vegetables. And exercise. It's not just for fat people. It's simply healthy for you. You should be exercising. And I guess it should be said that a quick look through his channel, I found another video and saw that he's not actually 100% vegan. Now, I don't bring this up to criticize him. I bring it up because, well, he's not vegan, so how do you blame veganism? Well, I guess he only splurges every once in a while. He does it when he is eating at someone's house, doesn't want to be rude and stuff like that. Well, I find it's no problem to bring your own food. I do that on holidays. Anyway, you know, we're not talking about a little fish here and there or some oysters. No, we're talking cheese, as in Chuck E. Cheese, like his brother, vegan Cheeto. And that's one of the worst things you can eat. There's a whole bunch of crap in cheese, super processed food, a whole bunch of bad crap. But you don't want to just focus on food. Food is often not the source of the problem. People don't realize food's one thing. There's 30 other things that affect your health. We're going outside. Because guess what time it is? It's gardening time. Right here we have a couple of fruit trees that I bought. So I'm starting a garden here. Got some spinach coming up. And this is buckwheat, the same kernels that I get at the store and eat. Just plant those things and they'll grow. So here's what it looks like. This is the before shot. Fruit trees. These were bought bare root. I didn't even know there was such a thing until I found these. So I put these in pots because the ground is not ready yet. I'm going to do a little pruning. Here we've got a cherry tree. Now pruning should be done in the winter when there's no leaves or anything on the tree. So it's getting a little late here. I had to do studying, and turns out there's a lot to pruning. And this tree is particularly hard. I could not figure out what to prune. Pruning will help the tree produce more fruit in the long run. So I'm only going to remove like one branch. We'll do more next winter. So here There's a lot of branches that are coming out in a close proximity. So I want to cut one that's in the middle. I was going to do this one, but the angle of this branch is really good. I want to get rid of a steep branch. I was going to try this, but then there'd be nothing left on that entire side, and it would not be balanced. Now this branch, see, this goes up, pointed up too high, and more branches will just grow from this and the fruit, and make it too heavy, and it may break off and damage the tree. But I don't want to cut the whole thing. I don't think we need to. It's the biggest branch too. So I'm just decided I'm going to cut it in the middle, just after this. And this could grow out here. Maybe this will grow out. All right, here we go. Big branch. Okay, right angle there. Also, if this ends up growing, it'll come out at an angle like that. Or this will grow. We will see. Later on, I'll do this plum tree. There's some bad stuff going on there. We want to control how the tree grows. And now another first. I also discovered bare root asparagus, and I'll be planting it here now. From what I gather, these plants are dug up during the winter when the plants go into sort of hibernation mode, and so it doesn't kill them. You just got to replant it before it gets out of hibernation. So I dug a hole, and now I'm creating a mound inside of it. Now I put the asparagus root on top of the mound and spread out the roots evenly. And then I bury it.